All right, boys and girls, this is now your last video for today, Monday, okay? And the last one is your read aloud. This morning, we had this morning message, and let's go over it again. Everyone, look at my reading finger, okay? It says, we will visit the zoo. We will visit the zoo. And we said we're not going outside of our houses because we can't do that yet, right? But I will take you to the zoo using your big book, the Read Aloud. So today you're going to see a lot of zoo animals. Last week you saw a lot of farm animals. This week we're going to talk about zoo animals, and the stories I'm going to read to you will be about zoo animals. So boys and girls, what could be the difference between the zoo animals and the farm animals last week? Talk to your parents first. Well, zoo animals are animals you find at the zoo because they're not domestic. Do you remember that big word we learned last week? Domestic means they're tamer than wild animals. They're more friendly. So zoo animals, not all zoo animals are friendly. You can't keep them at your house or at your backyard because they could harm you. That's why they have to be kept in the zoo in big cages or in big places surrounded by big fence. Okay, so today we're going to do a picture walk, just a picture walk of the big book called Welcome to Zippity Zoo. This book is another informational book or informational text. It's not a story, but an informational book or text will tell you a lot of facts about zoo animals. You're going to learn a lot of things about zoo animals. Today, we will not read the text yet, but we will just talk about the zoo animals we will find in this book called Welcome to Zippity Zoo. We can't go to the National Zoo. It's closed. So I'm taking you to the Zippity Zoo. And the author of this book, she's very famous, right? Most of her books in pre-K are by Miss Pam Schiller. Miss Pam Schiller is the author, and today again, just like last week, we do not have an illustrator. No one drew pictures or painted pictures for us, but someone took pictures of real animals. And that person who takes pictures is called a photographer. Can you say it again? Photographer. So the one who took pictures of real zoo animals is Miss Rachel Barkwick or Barkwick. It's hard to pronounce. Okay, so see, you'll see real pictures of animals. Look at the cover of the book and tell me, what zoo animals do you see here? What is that? That's a very gorgeous zoo animal. It's not so wild. It's friendly, but then it's hard to, we can only find it in like not so cold places. When it's winter, they have to keep this zoo animal in a place where it's warm. What is that bird called? Flamingo. What is that? Oh, this is very wild. What is that? You're right, a lion. And what are these? Are they horses? No, they have stripes on their bodies. What are they called again? Zebras. That's right. So let's take a tour of the Zippity Zoo by Miss Pam Schiller. Pictures taken by Ms. Rachel Barkwick. That's the same, right? The cover of the book is the same as the title page. Same pictures, same thing. Now, because our screen is very small, I have to make sure. I wanted to fold it, but I don't want to destroy the book. So let's just do it this way. I hope you can see the pictures. What animals do we find at the zoo? What is that first animal there? This one is found, a lot of them are found in Australia. And the mommies have pockets on their bodies here. And and that's where their babies or the baby is placed when they're going somewhere. They have a pocket there, and the baby is called a joey. So what animal is that? Ah, kangaroo. Good. And what is that? Ooh, that's a wild animal. Can't be around that animal. What animal is that? It's a, what is that? It has stripes too. Not the zebra, but what is that? A tiger. And of course, we saw the lion. Ooh. Those are two wild animals. This one, not so wild, but still we can't keep it at our backyard. Right? We can't keep kangaroos at our backyard. Now these are different kinds of monkeys. There's the lemur, the orangutans, the baboons, and the, what else? Monkeys right here. So that's a lemur. Orangutans, it's here. Then you have the baboons and the monkeys. Now these are different kinds of monkeys, right? But they all belong to the family of monkeys. Can you keep them as pets? No. Well, some people do, but they're trained monkeys. But we can't keep them because you know what? They could scratch you, right? And sometimes when they get scared, they tend to be wild. And you can't control them. That's why they have to be kept at the zoo. Oh, we saw this on the front cover. It has stripes. Again, that's the zebra. What about this one? A very tall zoo animal. Friendly, you can even feed them. You put the feeds here and then you can actually feed this very tall zoo animal. What is that zoo animal called? A giraffe. And it likes to eat the leaves on the tree. Now look at these zoo animals. Not so wild, but a lot of them are kept at the zoo. This is an eagle. There's another flamingo. There are ducks. Well, for children to see ducks, the zookeepers would have the ducks at the zoo too. There's the owl. And what is that gorgeous bird called? What is that? That's a peacock. A peacock is a male one, a boy, because it has colorful feathers. But if it doesn't have colorful feathers, just plain, then it's a peahen. It's the female. So it's the opposite. The peacock that has colorful feathers is a male boy. If it's not so colorful, it's a peahen, a woman, or a girl. Okay? Beautiful, gorgeous. What else do we see at the zoo? Oh, there goes your lion again. And your tigers. Oh, those are very wild animals. Definitely you can't keep them as your pets. You can't be near them. Oh, cute ones. Do you know what these are? I see a, oh, it's hard for me to hold it, sorry. I see a panda. Do you see the panda? And do you see, Mackenzie is answering. Then there's the wallaby, the koala, and what else do we see? Oh, there's a, Mackenzie. We'll let her go first. There. So there's the koala, the panda, and then wallabies. Oh, look at that. They're munching on the leaves and the branches of the bamboo. We'll talk more about those animals when we read this tomorrow. Now, what are those? Now, these are friendly. They move very slow, but these and this one, not friendly at all. Can't be near them. Very harmful. This one can eat a person. This one, oh, the venom, when it's maybe bites on you, it has venom and may cause people to be very, very sick. And sometimes those people die. So you can't be near them. The snake. What are these? Very slow creatures. Very cute. When their body parts are hidden, they look like big rocks. What are they? The turtles. Very good. And what are these? The crocodiles, or might be the alligators, right? Oh, you see that one? Iguana, right? Good. Now, scary ones and big ones. What could this be? You have different kinds of bears here. You have black bear and you have the polar bear. Polar bear, they look like, you know, huggable. They look like they're very friendly, but they're not friendly. We can't be near them, right? They will just grab us, and I don't know what else they can do with us. Now, these are the small creatures we see at the zoo. There's a chipmunk. Then there's the rabbit at the bottom, the chipmunk, the rabbit, and then you have the groundhog, the meerkat. See? They're very cute, but we can't touch them too. The rabbit, yes, very friendly. You can pet it. But I don't know about these. I haven't tried, right? Ooh, interesting. What are these? I hope you can see them. This is, what is that? I'll move closer. What could that be? That's huge, very scary, right? There's the black rhino, the rhinoceros, and then the elephant. Both can be seen at the zoo, right? At the National Zoo. And that's a warthog. It looks like a pig, but that's a wild one. It's called a warthog. So that's it. That's it for this big book. We are going to talk more about the zoo animals we saw in this Welcome to Zippity Zoo big book tomorrow. So tomorrow, Mrs. Mendoza will read the text. For now, we just did our picture walk. So remember all those animals, and tomorrow I'm going to read the information about all the zoo animals we saw here. So maybe after this video, you can ask or you can talk about these zoo animals with your family. You can even watch videos on YouTube. Just search for zoo animals. Click on it and you can see better pictures of zoo animals. And those videos will also talk about the zoo animals. But for tomorrow, you will learn it together with Mrs. Mendoza and your friends, because we will read all the information from this informational book or text called Welcome to Zippity Zoo. So I hope you enjoyed our trip to the zoo. It's virtual, right? We didn't go out. We just stayed in the house and we looked at pictures of animals we see at the zoo. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.